Today, student debt is steadily on the rise.
And the basketball team plays away this weekend. Stay tuned because Spinnaker News starts right now.
Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Emmett Clark, filling in for Natalie Ann.
And I'm James Donlin, filling in for Diana Shanks, and you're watching Spinnaker News.
So, James, pretty exciting. Both of our basketball teams are going to Fort Myers.
Yeah, they're going over to FGCU this weekend. Hopefully we can pull in some wins. We haven't had too good of a week.
Definitely crossed my fingers for a couple wins in there.
Yeah.
But first, student debt for college graduates appears to be getting worse. An article from the Huffington Post stated how wages for the typical recent college graduate working full-time have risen just 1.6% over the last 25 years, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Meanwhile, student debt burdens for the typical bachelor's degree recipient who borrowed for college have increased about 163.8%. Federal data shows roughly 42 million Americans collectively owe more than $1.3 trillion on their student loans. More than 90% of student debt is either owned or guaranteed by the U.S. Department of Education. Steve Wozniak, co-founder of Apple Computers Incorporated, visited UNF's campus earlier this week. He sat down with President John Delaney Tuesday night in a sold-out UNF arena for the Presidential Lecture Series event. During the event, Delaney asked Wozniak questions about his various engineering jobs, his partnership with Steve Jobs, and his perspective on life. Wozniak and partner Steve Jobs founded Apple Computers Incorporated in 1976 with Wozniak's Apple I personal computer. The crowd that attended Wozniak's lecture was the biggest crowd they've ever had, according to David M. Strickland, chairman of the board of the World Affairs Council of Jacksonville. So, James, what else do we have in sports?
Well, it's been a rough week for Ospreys basketball men and women's teams, but hopefully this weekend we can get a better turnout. The women's basketball team took an L last night with a 20-point loss to Stetson. The women shot a season high of 66% from long range, scoring 10 out of the 15 three-pointers. The highlight of the night, however, was freshman Hadley Kiefer, reaching a career high of 19 points during the game. She, along with teammate Claire Iodonis, were the only players of the night to hit their three-pointers. The women now stand at 2-5 for conference play. Tomorrow they face FGCU in Fort Myers at 4 p.m. Speaking of games tomorrow, the men's basketball team will also face FGCU in Fort Myers at 7 p.m. The Ospreys just ended their 18-game home win streak with their recent loss to Stetson earlier in the week. The Ospreys put up a great fight, only losing by 4 points, but the Hatters, shooting 64% from the floor, proved too much. Hopefully the men will be able to claim a win over FGCU tomorrow. A new episode of Spinnaker's sports show, Center Court, is ready for viewing. Hosts Ryan Hennessy and Alex Gatlin were joined by basketball players Bo Beach and Aaron Baudiger, talking about their wins and losses and everything in between. If you couldn't see the new episode, be sure to head over to Spinnaker's YouTube page and see what you missed.
So, James, have you gotten a chance to read the winter issue of Spinnaker yet?
I did not.
Well, luckily for you, it's going to be in the boxes around campus until Monday. But Monday, we do have a new edition coming out, and we have a preview right here. Brand new magazine, brand new stories. It's going to be a very interesting read.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, speaking of interesting, though, the weather.
It's crazy.
What's going on?
It's cold. It's been
warm
crazy
for so many days, and I think for the next 8 days, it's just going to be really cold again.
It's crazy.
Lows in the 30s,
Raining
40s.
all week, and now we're getting cold again.
Yeah. Insane.
It's crazy.
Well, that's all we have for you today. For more on the stories reported here and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com.
You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker.
And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNFSpinnaker. Spinnaker also has a free app that you can download on your smartphone.
Make sure to look for it in either the Apple Store or Google Play so you can stay up to date on everything that's going on at Spinnaker.
I'm Emmett Clark.
And I'm James Donlin. Have a great day, UNF.